Ow. Okay, just stubbed my toe. This is why I get for trying to be cool. So, you graduate college. You got to throw your cap up in the air. You got your diploma, a piece of paper that you worked 4 years of your life for. And now you're going to college. Now you're probably thinking, I get to get away from my parents. I get to party all the time, do whatever I want. I get to decide whether I want to drink enough water or not. I get to stay up late and play video games. I'm here to tell you some advice that I give to fellow freshmen. Enjoy. Hi guys, my name is Tatiana. I am a sophomore at Hawaii Pacific University in Honolulu, Hawaii. I am an international studies major and I am from Johns Creek / Alpharetta, Georgia. So as a sophomore now, I've had a year experience of being a freshman. There are some things that I've learned that you should do, you shouldn't do, and some recommendations that you can decide, they can decide where, what, and what not to do. But those are just things that I recommend. So let's get started. First things first is the do's. And the first do is to call your parents, please. Just call your parents. You don't want to call them, just text them. Just look, I know some of you are probably you're gonna be tired of your parents because they're probably on you all the time during high school, but they miss you. If they don't act like it, but they may not act like it, but they really do miss you. It's bad for you, especially you're only child like me. But you're only child, the house is really empty and so different without you. Your parents miss you, and I bet that you guys will miss them. You guys just won't realize it. So just call them. For me, since I'm so far away from home, I call my parents, my family, pretty much every day or every other day. If I can't call or video call, I'll text them. Second do is to drink your water. I can't stress not to drink your water. Now I am guilty. I will say this. I am full guilty of not drinking enough water in high school. I hated water. I had to buy like one of those like crystal light things just to put into the water, just drink it. I still didn't drink it enough because I don't know. I just hated water. But once I got to college, I drank the heck out of. Really, that was open. Sorry about that. Yeah, as I was saying, drink enough water. Depending on how much you walk every day, how much you weigh, your height, how much extra exercise you get, your weather conditions, stuff like that. The amount of water that you drink will depend on it. I will put there's a website that I found. I'll put on the screen here and link it down below. It's basically a website that you put in your weight and height, how much you exercise, how much walking you do, and how much like extra like you work out or do sports or something, and I'll determine how much water you should drink. So do that and then buy a water bottle that will do that. So for me, I had to drink around 4 like big balls of water. I'll put it right here because I don't have it with me at school. But yeah, water is so important, especially if your campus is big, or if you're in a really hot place. Since I'm in Hawaii, my campus isn't really big, but by the time I'm walking like back and forth from my classroom all the way to my dorm, I'm like really sweating because it can get really humid, especially when you accidentally wear a sweatshirt because the forecast was wrong. So yeah, just drink your water. Just drink it. Your doctor tells you, I'm telling you, you guys will love it. Please. The next do is to get some sleep. I feel like in college, the joke is that you are just constantly surviving on caffeine, on coffee, on tea, on energy drinks, or whatever you use to stay awake. I just feel like that's the thing, and I feel like it's kind of true. It's kind of not. I have had my fair share of all-nighters. I had about maybe 5 of them, and that's mostly because either I was really stressed about a test or I just procrastinated a lot and or put some things off that I really didn't need to. Yeah. But for real here, you guys really just need to get your sleep. Get, what is it, 7 hours, I think is the average that you need as an adult to get like a good night's sleep. Just get that sleep. I know a lot of us, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm a morning person, so I don't like staying up at night. I hate it. If I have to stay up past midnight, I'm a dead zombie. I am just a dead zombie if I have to stay up besides outside past 12. I'm a big morning person, so what my tip is, if you happen to be a morning person, if you're not, you have a lot of work to do. You procrastinate a lot, like I did sometimes, or if you just had a lot of work. I cannot talk today. I cannot talk. If you had a lot of work to do, I would suggest taking a nap for an hour or two. Set that alarm and make it loud, and then get back up in the morning. So I would, let's say I work until 1 a.m. I would sleep from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. and then get up at 4 a.m. and work, just work, because I am so recharged. You guys will be amazed what sleep can do. Even if it's only for 15 minutes. I've taken 15-minute naps in the middle of the day, and that will just bring me right up. I'm not a big fan of coffee. It's like coffee. I like tea, but I mostly just do it to calm myself instead of like getting me energized. So if you're not a coffee drinker, naps will be your best friend. Take naps. Just sleep. Do prepare to be sick. Okay? College, you're in a dorm. You are in a very confined space with who knows how many people are gonna be in your dorm. You're in confined space, you're sharing, some of you may have communal bathrooms. College is just a whole, what's the word? Like witch's brew, elixir of just sicknesses. So prepare to be sick. I was sick once during freshman year. It was actually near the end of first semester or something. Oh, like, I am really surprised that I haven't gotten sick this semester. I was like, yeah, not getting sick. My immune system is well. I just have like aura around me that fends off all sicknesses. But guess what? After I said that, a couple days later, I got sick, and it was during Thanksgiving week. I mean, by Thanksgiving, I was pretty good, but I was still stuffy. So, if you're not sick during first semester, you will get sick your second semester. I promise you. You know what? I don't promise this. I better not promise you that. But it will happen to a lot of you. So to prepare for being sick, I actually have like a whole drawer next to my desk in my dorm that's just full of anything medical that I would need, whether it's ibuprofen for cramps, like heating pad, Advil, Pepto-Bismol, like a wrap for my ankle or wrap for my hand, or like nasal spray, cough drops. It's a whole bin just for sicknesses, because sometimes you might get a little bit of the sniffles. That won't be anything serious. Won't be anything serious, but it was something that you can take care of so you won't actually be getting sick. Now, if you do end up being sick, like you're sick to the point where you just can't go to class, go see that nurse. I swear, just go see that nurse. This part irks me, because I knew so many people in my dorm who just refused to not see the nurse, and it's because during our year we had to pay a copay for $10, and then we had to you have to buy your own medication for what the doctor requested. But I apologize for being frustrated. So basically what happened was that I felt sick, so I went to the nurse's office on Monday morning. I was first one, only one there. So I went there, it was just like a regular doctor's appointment when you're sick, and it's found out that it was a stuffed nose, I think like a little bit of a sore throat. So she gave me a nasal spray. She gave me a prescription for nasal spray, and then some sort of medicine to calm my throat. And luckily, right down the street from my dorm, we have a Lanyards, which is in Hawaii. It is a the pharmacy. It's kind of like a CVS. So you have a CVS nearby. It's owned by the same company. So I went down, walked down. The nasal spray that she prescribed to me was too expensive, so I just bought like a simple, like a less costing version that worked just fine. And I bought the medicine that she prescribed to me. And so she gave me a note for 2 days off. And in those 2 days, guess what? I was feeling much better than the other people would be. Do befriend your RA. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just in America, or if it's just in American movies, the RA seems to have sort of a bad rep. He's kind of seen as like, or he or she is seen as a bad guy. They're seen as like, oh, look, I'm not gonna tell you anything because you're very connected to a university and all this kind of stuff. But, you know, RAs, it's their job. They're getting paid. Their students are getting paid to make sure everything in their area of the dorm is all together. So if you mess up, they get like the heat from it too. So you'll get punished. They'll get punished for not being able to keep up on it. So my RA, he was a junior, so he's a senior now. He was super nice. He actually ended up being in one of my classes during the first semester. He sat right behind me, so it was pretty cool to have him in my classes. He was super chill, super nice guy. He was just a great guy, and he was always really nice. And he liked me and my roommate the most because our room was always clean. You know, they would do like random room searches, and it would be really simple. We had no trouble, so we kind of like his favorite dorm in the room in the dorms that he had to control. They're there to help you. Okay, if you're feeling homesick or if you're having problems with your roommate or something, then go to them. In my dorms in particular, a lot of the dorms was filled with girls. Like there weren't that many guys. I mean, at my school in general, there's a lot more girls than guys. So the guy RAs will kind of be the guy students like sanctuary for talking about whatever they need to talk about. It's the guy things that they can't talk to with girl RA too. So befriend your RA, and who knows, your RA could be in one of your classes like mine was. So just be on their good side. They're students like you. This one also piggyback off of the RA thing. I don't know if every college does this, but at my school we have peer mentors, which are, again, hired students. It's their job to, you know, to give you guys advice and hang out with you. So my mentor was named Maddie. Hi Maddie, you're watching this. You're so awesome. She was a sophomore, so now she's a junior, HPU. She was really, really great, really nice. We all met during the first night of orientation. Excuse me. And most people, like, their job is that they have to check in with each of the students monthly or something like that. And so it's like they get to go to Starbucks, they get treated to Starbucks or lunch or something. So it's a pretty cool program for a job too. But apparently, like, she was telling me that a lot of people just wouldn't like text her back. Apparently, I was like one of the few people in her group that would actually text her back. I was like, I mean, you're cool. You're like it's your job to make sure I'm okay and befriend me, but it's not like. But I don't know, she was kind of like a good friend of mine. We're still good acquaintances now. A couple times during the year, we hung out a couple times. I even introduced her to Korean barbecue once because she never had Korean barbecue even though she lived on an island before me. So you have to have a peer mentor. If they're nice, befriend them because they can be one good friend that you can have for a couple years, and you know, they're just here to give you some good advice. So take their advice. So when I was an incoming freshman, I watched a bunch of college advice videos just like you guys are right now. And there's one video that I came across that said to not wear your lanyard all of the time. And my personal advice is it's not a bad thing to wear your lanyard. So the basic reason for that person was saying about it was that you shouldn't wear your lanyard all the time because it's kind of like it's an instant sign that's saying you're a freshman. And I don't know, I think it's maybe just the way my school is, but for my school, we have a bunch of gates and stuff we have like different doors that we had to use our student ID to get into. So with this lanyard, we just had to scan our student ID against a little scanner and let us in. I didn't wear this all the time. The only time that I wore my lanyard was when I was going back from classes to my dorm, because a lot of people would try to struggle to get their student ID out of their wallet, and it eventually, like, there'd be like a long, like a line for a person to wait to open the dorm gate. So if your school is similar to that, just do that. Even if it's not, I have my keys on here and stuff, and honestly, I don't feel like bringing a purse or a backpack if I'm going out to eat. I just put my debit card in here, because I just, like, be around my neck. I'm not carrying anything besides my phone. Put that, scan, boom, done. So wearing your lanyard isn't a completely bad thing. So I'd say do bring your lanyard, maybe not all the time, but do when necessary. So this do embrace your differences. Now for me, this hits home because I have dyscalculia, and I stutter. My stuttering isn't as prevalent maybe in videos, but I used to struggle with stuttering a lot, and I don't know, when I stutter, I feel like my words are getting stuck against the wall. So that's why a lot of times when I flubber up in my past videos, or in this video now, or when I'm like stopping in the middle of a sentence, that's me trying to that's me. It's like now, that's me just trying to get my words passed without doing the like that. So I embrace my learning differences. For my dyslexia, even though it's known to affect reading, it actually affects my math more. And I also have dyscalculia, which is basically dyslexia but with math. So I have two different things just railing against the math. I embraced it. I worked really hard my last semester with math. I ended up getting a B, which is blessed, because like back in like middle school I used to fail math. So it's blessed. I come a long way. So whatever difference you have, whether it's speech, mentally, physically, just embrace it, because trust me, there are a lot of people, I'm sure in your universities, there are other people like you. There are people in my university who have dyslexia and who stutter, and are people who have some sort of physical disability. Just embrace your quirks. And now we're off to the do nots. First, do not have sex or any sort of romantical sort of interaction in your dorm room without your roommate knowing. So I never had the experience. Me or my roommate, we weren't really that type of people. But even before, when we were texting back and forth for moving day, we issued all the rules that if either of us were going to have a guy over, that we would, let the roommate know that, hey, I'm having so-and-so over, I'm going to be in the dorm from this time, approximately from this time, just letting you know. Or if we last mail, like, hey, I'm going to have this person over, can you be in the room for a while? I know, like, I've heard, like, actually from my friends, too, that they've had some instances where, I've heard instances at other universities that people, just blatantly have sex without their roommate knowing, so they'll walk in at each other, or, to me, it's just really distasteful. So if you're planning on being romantical with someone, let your roommate know out of courtesy, because no one wants to be walked in on that. It's just... And speaking of, do not forget to set rules. So some of you may have a roommate or have more than one roommate, and that's where it can get pretty tricky. So when you guys are assigning your roommate whatever this summer, because some of you probably already have, in my case we haven't been assigned roommates yet, but when you get that email of who your roommate is with their contact information, contact them immediately. If you're not answering their email, then try to find them on social media and message them, because I can't tell you guys gotta set some rules when it comes to dorms, because one big thing is cleaning, keeping the dorm clean. Everyone has a different definition of what clean is. So let's just say your example of clean is having a couple clothes like sprinkle here, sprinkle there, having your bed a little bit messy and made, but then your roommate definition of clean is having everything spotless, the bed is all made, the windows are shining, the dishes are all I'll put like nicely set. You guys get what I'm saying. Everyone's idea of clean is so different. So for me and my roommate, our ideas of clean are actually probably similar. Are pretty similar. Was our room always clean? No. I mean, we had a couple days where I would have like a pile of clothes like on my side of the room, and she would have her bed on me a couple of days, or sometimes we left some dishes on the side of our sink. You know, your room doesn't have to be clean all the time, but it becomes a problem when someone isn't doing their part in cleaning. Do not procrastinate. Now, I realize this is easier said than done. I am guilty. I have procrastinated a lot, and I have suffered the consequences of procrastinating. So, the times I was really guilty of the times I was guilty of procrastinating was with math. So I'm pretty sure a lot of American universities do this system when it comes to math. But in your math class, you will use this online math system where you have a set of your homework and quizzes online. So homework quizzes are online and tests are done physically in class. And so all your homework and quizzes will be due the day of the test. So, you know, so you have some lenient room. So you're thinking, oh, well, you know, I have weeks until that test. So I have weeks until these homework and quizzes are due. So I was like, okay, well, I don't feel like doing this homework, so I'll put it off. I don't feel like doing the quiz, I'll put it off. And soon that comes another, and then guess what? Like I'll say 4 days for a test, you click in and see that you have five empty homeworks that you haven't done and like 4 quizzes. You're like, oh bleep. I'm like, oh no, like like I had to do all of these before the test. Freak out mode. So that is the end of my college advice video. I hope I was really real with you guys. Hope you guys found that really helpful. I try to be different from other college advice videos because I know there are thousands of college advice videos on YouTube right now. So I hope I gave you some good advice. If you want some more advice, feel free to DM me on Instagram or comment on the comment in the YouTube comments down below. Check out my channel. I make videos about Hawaii, about college in Hawaii, and just about my life in general, because this is kind of like my virtual diary journal. Okay, I'm kind of rambling now. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys later. Bye!